It's your boy, Sergeant Hooked on Heroes, with a bit more of a, I guess, a somber, more sad video today. If somehow you don't know, and I will put a bit of a trigger warning here, if somehow you guys don't know, unfortunately, we have lost a pretty big, well-known person. Jason David Frank, JDF, Tommy, he died. He passed away. He committed suicide. If you don't know, him and his wife had been going through some issues, allegedly. Some marital issues, whatever, trying to sort things out. I guess divorce is on the table, whatever. And some things happened, and he was found dead the other day. And it's been a pretty big shakeup in our community, in our little sphere of Ranger fandom, Toku fandom, if you will. And it doesn't quite still feel real yet. You know, it's one of those things where, like, you kind of, for at least for the first few days or week or so, you're just in this, like, rut of, like, did it really happen? And then something reminds you of the person, and then you're reminded that, no, this is reality, and this is what really happened, right? It hit pretty hard for me. I'll just come out and say it, you know. Sure, have I, here and there, you know, clowned on JDF about, like, certain projects he's been a part of, and, you know, how every time that he's a part of, you know, like a special or something like that, it focuses on him a lot. Well, yeah, but I do apologize for that, because I never meant any ill will towards him at all, and I only ever wanted there to be equal representation for the other actors that represented the other seasons, right? So, but this hit pretty hard. It really did. You know, it's somebody that, you know, you always think about, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, save this amount of money, and boom, I'm gonna go to this convention, I'm gonna meet him, I'm gonna get a picture with him, you know, something signed, it's gonna be great. And it just, now it can't, that can't happen, you know? And there's been a plethora, if you will, of different reactions to it. Most of it has been fairly positive in terms of, like, mourning and, you know, feeling devastated, and not that that's positive, but I mean, like, supportive in terms of, like, oh my gosh, this affects me and what have you. Many of the castmates he's had, and even people who have never met him yet that are newer castmates, newer Rangers, have, you know, reached out and said how awful they feel about it, and that they, you know, send their, you know, love and support and prayers and all that good stuff. But some people, and the thing I want to kind of highlight here, have been awful human beings. I won't even say human beings. Awful pieces of garbage. Absolute fucking asses. Who have taken it upon themselves on the personal post of both Jenna Frank, who is his daughter, and Tammy, his ex-wife, to blame Tammy for his death, and to make light of the situation, telling Jenna, I'll be your new daddy, and stuff like that. This is not okay. I feel it weird that I have to even say this. This isn't okay. This isn't okay. You don't speak ill of the dead. Like, if they were an awful person, yeah, I can kind of get it. But JDF was an awesome dude. He was always super supportive of people, always trying to, like, motivate people, always there for every single solitary appearance as the character he could possibly be in a show, in a movie, promotional material for a game, whatever it was. He was there, and he was Tommy through and through. He was a good person. And I think people need to focus on that and think about that. You know, and it hits hard. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, no way. And then you look into it, and it's like, it's real, you know. So it hit pretty hard. The day I wasn't so sure that I believed it at first, because the person that reported it was somebody who, I guess, like, it was just some random account, and I guess they were known for, like, kind of making up fake shit, you know, like fake celebrity death rumors and stuff like that. I don't know why people get off on sick shit like that, but whatever. And so I wasn't sure to believe it, right? I was like, I don't know. And then some things started corroborating the story and started coming through as it being true. And it's pretty devastating. I'm still kind of working through it myself. My friend Tyler is taking it a lot harder than I am. Jason David Frank was a childhood hero, idol for him. And you know, you gotta respect JDF for that. I mean, he shook up the franchise. I mean, he was our first 6th Ranger, our first Green Ranger, our first threat to the entire team. And yes, eventually he became a member of the team. and he went on to, be parts of different teams going forward. But he was a big deal for Power Rangers, and he always, from day one until up and through, until his last day, I would even say, he carried that franchise on his back. Always was super supportive and cool about it, answering any questions people had, talking about it, always super chill and nice to fans. Had a great relationship with David Yost. Makes me really sad because right around the time that this stuff started coming out about JDF, some stuff came out about Austin St. John making some really awful, misogynistic comments about women, some transphobic comments, and also some comments basically alluding to the fact that he was a part of the awfulness that David Yost had to deal with in the original run of Mighty Morphin. If you don't know, David Yost is now currently out gay, and at the time was not fully, and has talked about his time on the show, and the reason that he left was because some people there, which he has not named names, some people there made it awful for him. And so it's pretty much confirmed Austin St. John was a part of that. So anyway, that all aside, just be good humans. Reach out to people, even if you think it's weird, like, my brother lives in, 2 states away, he's fine. Just reach out. Even if you think it might be a bother or they might not answer or whatever, just reach out. Just be like, hey, brother, sister, friend, loved one of some kind, uncle, whoever it is, I was thinking about you. I want you to know that I care, that I love you, and want to make sure that you're doing okay, what you're up to. Reach out to somebody today and just give them some love. When this happened, I had to really quickly go to my wife and my kids and just love them and tell them how much I care about them and how much I always want to make sure that they're doing okay. Mental health is very, very, very important. And I think that people need to make sure that they're taking it seriously and getting the help that they need. There's multiple different mental health and suicide hotlines out there. If you're getting these feelings where you're feeling like you're not worth it, you're not enough, no one would miss you if you were gone, it'd be better if you were gone, just seek out these numbers and get the help that you can, or seek out family members and loved ones. Talk to them. Clearly he was in a spot where somehow, for whatever his reason may have been, and I'm not going to judge in any way, he thought this was the way to go. This was what he needed to do, and it's very sad. We've lost a true hero, an American hero, if you will, so to speak. Funny I say that because actually the actor who played Burai in Zoo Ranger has come out and actually in support of him, saying, how, big of a legend he was and that he's so, sorry for this loss. Lots of actors all over the place. Not even just within Toku, other people throughout, media and Hollywood in general have come out in support, talking about how great he was. So just be kind to one another, be supportive, be sweet with each other. This is a tough time for our fandom. This is a huge loss. It'd be a huge loss if it was anybody, but this is a huge loss for us, and just be kind and supportive of each other. Reach out to people that are struggling or that are maybe having a tough time or you haven't talked to in a while. You might be making someone's day. You might be the reason that they decide not to go through with something. They might get that call from you and be like, I might have a little bit more to live for. I'm gonna keep going. You know what I mean? So I don't mean to make things so dire. I know this channel is usually a lot of fun. We're talking about Don Brothers and Geats and Rider and Sentai and Power Rangers and Marvel stuff and Star Wars and Digimon and whatever. And I understand that. But this is kind of just a more of a serious topic video, or I wanted to kind of talk about this. So just like I said, in summary, may he rest in power, may the power protect him, forever. Reach out to your friends, your loved ones, love them, tell them how much you care about them, how much you're thinking about them. Maybe find your favorite Tommy, put it in the comments below, what's your favorite Tommy-centric moment, an episode, something like that. I tried my very best this morning myself to watch Back in Black and also Legacy of Power, and I got choked up. I really did. He was a pretty big player in the Ranger game, if you will, and to know that that's the only way that we can see him now is through his performances is really sad and really upsetting. So just be gentle with people, be nice, understand that this is a tough time for our fandom, and a lot of people are taking this very hard. Amy Jo Johnson has come out, Kimberly had come out, and she tried to have like a little song and some other stuff she was going to do in a video, and she just completely broke down, you know, about it. And a lot of the Ranger actors have come out and support the amazing, awesome Dino Fury / Cosmic Fury cast. A majority of them have come out saying how devastating a loss this is. So just be sensitive to each other. Hear people out. You know, if you've had an argument with somebody or a misunderstanding with somebody, reach out to them. Even if you feel like it's in an awkward place, you're not sure where you're at, talk to them. Talk to them. Be that possible reason they don't make a drastic choice. Be that possible reason that they don't think that this is the only solution. And again, I'm not trying to in any way talk bad about somebody who contemplates suicide or who commits suicide or anything like that. But, you know, you should always have that support. And, you know, if you can't get it through people around you, there are multiple phone numbers, like I said, that you can call, websites you can call that can support you and talk you through these feelings and help you come out on the other side where you're not bringing harm to yourself and you're not hurting yourself and eventually loved ones with your loss of life. So again, I know I'm getting kind of serious in this video. It's just something that's very important to me. I work in the mental health field now, working at the place I do here. And so like things like this do come up here and there. And this was just kind of like a thing that tied together two interests of mine as far as mental health and now Power Rangers. So just be kind, be easy on each other, be nice, love each other, be supportive. Watch your favorite Tommy moments, your favorite Ranger seasons that involve him, or, you know, things like that, you know, Forever Red, Dino Thunder, Zeo, Turbo, whatever it might be, Dimensions in Danger even, you know. So just really come together as a good community and support each other. But as always, stay hooked on heroes like Jason David, Frank, JDF, a hero forever, for all eternity. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.